What's going on, everyone? Welcome. This is the Warehouse Series. So someone recently posted some pictures over Discord. They are a newer selector, and I told them, unfortunately, I already have my Discord Friday planned out. I'll put you on next week's. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to make this person wait 2 weeks. So that is one of the perks of being on Discord. If you're a new selector, you post your pictures over there, and I think you could use some constructive criticism. I'm going to try to put out a video for you. So the thumbnail said, should you column stack dairy? Now, you guys know I say column stacking produce is a great thing because those cherry boxes or not so much cherry boxes, but like the peaches and all that, they lock into each other and they're bigger cases. So technically, they're just easier to column stack those cases. And I also tell you that once you establish a base, you can column stack. Now, is column stacking dairy okay? We're going to get into that today. Subscribe to the channel. Join that Discord. If you're a new selector, you are missing out if you're not a member of my Discord. Over 900 members helping you guys out from every single warehouse that you could possibly think of. Cisco, GFS, you name it, they're over there and they're helping you guys. They're awesome. Guys, this right here, I started an eBay store about 7-8 months ago. I used to have a gift shop. All right. I used to have a storefront gift shop named Something Different Gift Shop. So I decided to name my eBay store Something Different Shop. A lot of great stuff over there for a lot of great prices, especially men's clothes. Give me a thumbs up, leave comments. Let's get to today's video. All right, so there's a couple things I want to say here. This is why it's so important to know your cube. Like I talked about in the, I'm going to actually mention this again, I think on Discord Friday. If your headset tells you what the cube is. So if I get a dairy order, although I'm going to tell you right now, I never call them stack. All right, I barely ever call them stack. If I'm finishing off the top of an order, then I will do so. But like if I had an order like this, I'm tying it in. It's just what I do. So what I want to say is there an option to column stack dairy? Yes. If you're stacking stuff like this, all right, if you don't have any liquids, some heavy juices, and you're in the cheese boxes and it looks like maybe tortilla shells or something, we got some eggs up here, then yes. You could probably get away with column stacking these yogurts and that. And you could also get away using plastic pallets. You know, I am not, I don't like plastic pallets, smaller surface area, and they got the holes in there. So if you have something that's not sitting right, it might dip into the hole. So what I like to say is a small pallet like this with light cases, use this. If you could use CHEP wood, use CHEP as well. Now if this was a full pallet, I don't know what your full cube is at your warehouse, whether it's 65 cube, 70 cube. I've heard people even tell me 75 cube, which is ridiculous. I am looking to tie this in. I'm looking to block. I'm going to probably do a 3 block of these cheeses. I'm going to do 2 in with 1, 2 in with 1. And I'm going to lock in that back corner. Now I can call them, like sort of column stack them, but I'm going to do, here, let's say we went 3 across this way. Well, now let's do 2 in, 1, 2 in, 1, 2 in, 1. All right, let's try to block them off. So, because I always preach on this channel, strong corners, weak inside. So even something like this could fall. All right, so these are the type of orders that, now your front pallet up there is a little bit bigger, but let's just say you just had this pallet right here. These are the type of pallets that you make your time on. You want to move quickly. Well, if you form a tower like this, and we're even hanging off the plastic over here, and you go around the bend, guess what's going to happen? The whole thing's just going to fall over, and you're going to have to waste time picking it up. It is so easy to tie these in. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We got 10 of these. I do 3 layers of 3, 2 in, 1, 2 in, 1, tie them in, and throw the other cheese box somewhere else. These here, honestly, could form a nice back of your pallet. I would go 3 in like this to make a strong back. I also preach strong back, strong fronts. You are new, so continue to watch my channel, but column stacking these is quicker, but it also might cost you time in the next styles to come because you're throwing quick and you're moving quick, and this is giving this more time to tip over. Like I said, you're already hanging off the plastic. If you took a hard right around the corner and this was the back of your back pallet, this whole column is just going to go. So when you have something so simple to tie in, it is so easy to take. To tie in this back corner with these cheese boxes is probably going to take the same amount of time as it took you to do this. All right, so another thing, 2 things I want to talk about right here. One is the eggs, and somebody already chimed in on Discord telling you about this. You are a new selector. Your trainer should have told you this, and your warehouse should be implementing this, that anytime you're putting eggs, and I also am going to bring this up on Friday's video, I don't care. All right, so if you are bringing eggs on top of something, I don't care if it's a warehouse problem or not. This is a problem to me as a selector, I am throwing something under these eggs. If this is the way they got me selecting, I'm throwing a cardboard slip sheet, a black sheet, the plastic sheets, or I'm throwing a banana bag to put the eggs on top of. I am not putting eggs directly on top of anything. I will rip up, you know, and if this is the way they have it, maybe I'm starting my day off by cutting a bunch of slip sheets into small little sections so I can at least get a slip sheet underneath these 2 eggs right here. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. And I'm not faulting you at all. I'm just saying that, yes, I truly believe that you need some type of barrier. All right, the other thing I want to preach, over in Discord, since you are a member of Discord, look at my top videos. There's a cross and tee part 2 and a cross and tee part 3 I want you to watch. It is so important to have a strong corner and a weak inside. Now, this pallet's not that tall, but I still want you to get into a good habit of building a strong corner with a weak inside. This is a weak corner with a strong inside. So this entire cheese boxes, I would have just slid to the corner, took this whole column out and stuck it right in the middle. And you would have had your strong corner and your weak inside. And then we already talked about the back. I would have, you know, intertwined those boxes back there to make sure that we had a solid corner. All right, right here, we're going to look at this side real quick. Once again, all these cheese boxes, column stacked. I get it. All right, this is a little bit of a bigger pallet, and you can see, we're going to look at the next picture. You're rocking out over here. Yeah, column stacking this much product and dairy, you're asking for trouble, because the thing is we got yogurts, we got butters, we got all kinds of stuff that if it falls over and hits this concrete floor, it is so easily going to bust open. It's going to bust open. You're going to have a lot of damage, a lot of product that maybe it popped off inside the box and we didn't even notice it. So let's say we drop our back corner and 3 of these cases broke open, but we didn't even know. You know, maybe the tops of the yogurt cups just ripped open, popped open, and we throw it back on there and take it to the store. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of everything. Like I said, guys, have some pride in your work. And I'm not pointing you out as a new selector. Just remember, this might be a quick way, but it is definitely not the way to do it, in my opinion. We're going to move on to the next thing here. This one here, I like your corner here because, look, we have a skinny corner, and then we come back. And if you guys follow my channel, this slight stepping back is a form of tying in. We're taking weight off the corner and we're walking it back here. Now, your sour creams, I like where they're at. I like them in the middle, or I like them up high towards the front of my pallet. Because I have the guard of my jack to help them because they're harder to stack on, but I don't mind this. So if we call and stack these sour creams here, and we have and you do, we have a pretty solid corner back here because you tied in and you kept going that direction. So we took the weight off the corner back here and we got it coming in. This side of the pallet's actually good. The back pallet we looked at, I don't like so much, but I don't mind this one as much. You're stacking your sour cream in the middle. There are problem cases to stack on, so stack one on top of each other. Let's take a look at your next picture. All right, guys, so we have 2 more pictures to look at. So this one right here, I want to say something real quick. You put these upside down. I promise you, there is nothing stronger coming out of the case by putting these upside down. People do the same thing with the juices. All right, they do the same thing with the Simply juices. They turn it upside down. They get that cardboard bottom on the top and put the necks on the bottom. Meanwhile, when you throw these cases down, if you crack the lid, are you buying it? No. So if you go into the store and you're grabbing a Simply orange juice and the top of the lid's cracked because someone threw it down upside down, are you buying that? No, you're not. So stop doing it, because these lids crack so easy. Same with the Parmesan cheese. These lids crack easy. So if I take that case, turn it upside down, throw it down, and I crack a lid, I'm not buying it. So it's a waste of time sending that to the store, and then they're just going to not sell it, discount it, do whatever they have to do to get rid of it, or send it back to the warehouse. I promise you, turning this upright is going to be just as effective as turning it upside down. We got these coming in. Once again, this is a small pallet, same pallet that we're looking at, just opposite side. I just really think that you would benefit a lot more by tying in these corners. This is a very easy pallet to tie in. I promise you, very, very easy. And divide your pallet into 4s. When you get a lot of stuff like this, just do each corner at a time. All right, I'm going to tie this corner in. I'm going to tie this corner in. I'm going to tie this corner in. All right, you don't have to tie this into this into the back. Just tie each corner in together, and you're going to have that nice solid pallet. All right, so this is the last picture I want to look at, the last one I want to finish with, and this is proving my point about that column stacking with dairy. This is ready to freaking fall at any signs of, even you picking it up. Even you, if you didn't wrap this, if you just went under here and picked this up, there is a humongous chance of this column knocking over this column, and we're going to get about 20 cases to fall over. All right, so this is why it's so important to tie this stuff in. You got these big cases here. My sour creams would have been facing in. All right, we got nice sour creams over here facing in. Have that skinny middle. I really believe that you would benefit off of watching my cross and tee, because it really plays big time into throwing the dairy, especially when you're selecting with the small cases like this. You're starting off with small cases. I'm telling you, go to my playlist, and I think I mentioned this on Fridays, because remember, guys, I already started filming Friday's video before this one. So go to my playlist, look at my selection videos, and look at my dairy selection videos. I have dairy selection videos of me actually selecting in the warehouse that you can watch, and I do a voiceover, and I'm going to let you know how to stack this stuff, because right now we're just doing the easy way out, and unfortunately this way is you picking up cases off the floor a lot. Because right now I want to know, are you finessing your way through the warehouse? Are we easing that jack because we don't want to jerk the jack, because we're afraid that this is going to fall over? I got news for you. You're not always going to get the best equipment when you're a bottom selector. You're going to get jacks that are jerky. One fork's lower than the other. You're always going to get something. So we need to learn to stack these pallets a little bit better. So no, I do not agree with column stacking dairy unless you probably have like a 40Q pallet or lower. But I recommend always tying in those pallets, because it just gets you into that habit of doing it. All right, guys, like I said, I did not want to wait to put this video out. I think this is anytime I get useful information, guys, I really feel like that it's just very necessary to get the video out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave in the comment section below. And that's it, guys. Have a great night, and I'll see you next time.